a lot of people out there are haters of Miss Taylor Swift, right? There's a lot of haters out there. And I've been hearing all week, I'm so sick of seeing these freaking two on the TV. And it's been a couple days. It doesn't really bother me that much. Does it?
I
Are you one of those?
Yeah, because I'm a football purist,
Oh, here
and
we
as
go.
a
I
football
love the
purist,
ambiance. I love the aesthetic of it, Timmy. You're a purist. I'm an aesthetic guy.
yeah, you like all the bells and whistles. You're like,
Look
hey,
at
can we get
that.
a halftime show here or what?
Can we cut to Carrie Underwood?
Oh, who won that game anyway? That's what you are. Right? You don't even know who wins the game at
I
the end.
will
You
say
just
this, Timmy. A lot of people will talk about it, and I've got two sons, right? And there's a lot of dads out there that say, man, if I had a dream, one day my kid, he's going to grow up and he's going to be a major league baseball player. I look at my kid and I say, one day that might be the next Philly fanatic right there. I have said, but sorry, back to Taylor Swift. Are you out on this whole Swift,
I
Kelce?
just I just hate that like it's infiltrated pro football. Like as bad as it's been with like the penalties and all the other bullshit that's been going on, like the new rule changes and like now like the leading story on Sports Center, and I don't even watch Sports Center anymore, but like I mean I see all the highlights from all the games, and like the number one leading story is Taylor Swift in a freaking in the Kelce box. It's like, come on, man. Like there's football going on this weekend, right? Who gives a shit about her, up in the box? And by the way, she's wearing all sorts of Chief shit. Supposedly she's an Eagles fan, which makes me question her fandom. So I mean, if she wants
We
to be a Kansas
discussed
City,
this previously on the show. We said you said she was a fraud.
yeah, I'm out. I'm out on Swift. I didn't even realize she's this big of a deal.
She's a big deal, dude. She's a megastar. I mean, there's no denying it. And I'm not like in on it. You know what I mean? My wife is a Taylor Swift fanatic. Okay. And all her girlfriends, and apparently every other chick in the history of the world, is a Taylor Swift fanatic. She's sold out. They're talking about her tour is bigger than Michael Jackson in his prime. I mean, she's got so many number one hits. She just went out on this tour that was $1,000 a ticket to go see It's bigger than freaking WrestleMania. You know
No,
what I
we've
mean? It's
yeah. I mean,
crazy.
I real look after the whole concert debacle like this summer. I do realize how big of a star she is, right? Like with the ticket prices getting jacked up. But before that, like I didn't really, I knew a handful of her songs, and I know she like crosses over between country and pop, and she does, she hits both genres, which is probably why she has so many fans. But I mean, this is like crazy. Like I've seen videos of her like going to a wedding at some point. They shut down the entire island in like New Jersey
LBI.
somewhere.
Yeah, LBI.
Uh, yeah, and that's pretty wild, man. And apparently, like she's sneaking out of freaking concert venues and popcorn boxes and shit like that. Like it's pretty nuts. So you think like, is this thing even going to last? Like these two, she's the most popular, person I guess in the world right now. She's the hottest thing going. The Kelce brothers are probably right behind her because they've had a ton of success over the course of like the last year. I think Mama Kelce is up there. She's like a top 5 trending person now on Twitter. Like she's crazy. But I just want it to be about football. Congrats for them too. That's it. I honestly, she doesn't even really do it for me, to
Well,
be
that's my
honest.
next question, Timmy. Here's the
Did I say
thing.
I said it honestly twice? I don't know why I said that, but God,
So, one, before I get to the main question, are these two using each other to boost their platform? Taylor Swift is obviously a megastar, but the popularity of Kelce, this is a whole new audience with the football crowd. The guys don't really know about it as much. There seems to be more of it going on, but the wives of all the guys watching football, and a lot of guys, obviously we all know who Taylor Swift is, but like they're fanatics, like these fans and stuff like that, the Swifties. This is a new market that she's trying to reach. So she can go to the Kelce brothers. Probably the two most popular athletes in the sport right now are the Kelce brothers. And on that flip side, Kelce, whose popularity's risen quite a bunch in the last year or two, can now date Taylor Swift, and now he's being like, are they using? Is that part of the appeal with each other? Hey, we can sell each other.
I mean, I don't look. I'm not on
Tell me
that
what's
level.
going on the insides, Timmy. You say you're a purist. I want to know.
uh,
See, now this is what I cover at watching the football game, and you're the one that can give me
yeah.
the ineligible man downfield.
Yeah, well, he might be the ineligible man downfield right now in this relationship because she's. I mean, it's a little nuts.
Will there
She's a
be a
mega.
song about him?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Apparently, she's that's all she does is write songs about her former boyfriends and shit like that. So
Yeah,
it probably is going to happen.
I'm
I
sure that one will touch down sooner or later.